Hey, it's Scotty, California Shore Divers, and I'm with BB, and I want to talk about what regulator should you get, whether you're a beginner or you're more advanced. What is a good regulator? Now, of course, there are so many videos about this regulator versus that regulator, regulators that have lots and lots of advanced features versus simple ones. But I want to cut through all that with 2 points. Number one, no matter what regulator you choose, if it's by a trusted brand that you're going to see in your local dive shop, it's going to be great. Because a regulator, the main purpose is that it takes pressurized air from your tank and it is changing the pressure from this very, very compressed air into first a lower pressure so that it can be used by, we'll look at it here, it's changing it to a lower pressure here so that it can be used by your inflator hose and that it goes to your gauges. That is the first stage, right? And then your second stage is where it is being reduced down to the pressure which you can breathe easily. Because you will notice, of course, that the pressure coming out of here when you are inflating your BCD, that's a lot stronger than the easy breathable pressure that comes here. So that's its main job. And any regulator that you get is going to do that. Some of them have extra bells and whistles like integration with your dive watch and all sorts of things, extra ports so you can hook on extra things. See, this one right here has 2 extra ports that I could use. But let's make it really simple. And I will give you a recommendation on a dive regulator that I like, which is this one right here. This is the Aqualung Titan. And here's why. This exact model was refurbished from my local dive shop. This is the one, and I got a screaming deal on it. This was the one that was used in the pool by students, and I was the first person to actually take it in the ocean, but it was being sold used, and I nabbed it up for a really amazing deal. Why do I like the Titan? Because it does its main job of reducing the pressure from the tank to all your hoses, and then for a breathable air, it does that really well. You get the first and second stage. It does its job. But here's the thing. You can find these in almost every dive shop all around the world. I would be willing to bet that more dives worldwide have been used, people have done more dives worldwide using the Aqualung Titan than probably any other regulator. Now, regulators, when they fail, just like most scuba gear, when it fails open. So what happens is, it's not that all of a sudden you have no air. It's all of a sudden something bursts and there's more air coming out. But because of the way the air pressure works, you still should be able to use your second stage regulator to breathe. So that's not something that I would worry about ever. So I recommend the Aqualung Titan because it's simple, it works, it's worked for thousands of dives around the world. You can usually find them. You might call it an entry level or a beginner regulator, but so many people use it. It's simple, it's reliable, and it should be affordable. So that's my recommendation, is the Aqualung Titan. But like I said, any regulator that you choose that's made by a reputable brand is going to do its job. So don't get hung up on it. I realize it's an expensive purchase. It is one of the main important purchases with your scuba gear that you're going to make. And of course, being that it is what delivers breathable air to you underwater, this is your lifeline. But don't worry about what regulator you choose. I like this one because it's everywhere, and it's a Titan, it's a workhorse, and it's a simple regulator. So don't worry about it. Check out the Titan. Check out whatever your local dive shop recommends. It's going to be fine. Don't get in your head about it. I think that that's one of the things that people obsess over because it is a substantial purchase. But you know, you can often find these used online, and don't be afraid of that. But if you're going to buy it used, factor in and take a chance, but factor in that you are going to want to take it to your local dive shop. You're going to want them to go over it and either service it, or they may have to replace some parts. I guess that you would call it refurbishing. So they may have to just tune it, or they may have to replace, you know, little washers and things here. But don't be afraid of that. And because they're so affordable, you know, you might want to set up a backup. So I have another one right behind me that's a backup, and it's also a Titan. I had a Scuba Pro regulator for hundreds of dives, and now I've switched to the Titan because I got a great deal, and it's been working. This one already has, I don't know, close to 50 dives on it, and I see that it could have 150 more. Of course, you want to get your all of your equipment serviced and checked out on a regular basis, but don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. All right, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, and I'll talk to you next time.